James Gunn. You know, Guardians of the Galaxy, the new big boss at DC Studios. But what if I told you he started out making tiny zombie movies on an 8mm camera, was the lead singer of a punk band, and learned how to make films at a studio famous for the wildest B-movies you've ever seen? James Gunn's story is way crazier than you think. James Gunn. Director, writer, producer, studio head, this guy is a monster in Hollywood, especially with superhero movies. But his journey to the top, not straight at all. It's packed with insane twists and non-stop creative power. Let's uncover 5 things you probably didn't know about James Gunn. Way before he was picking songs for billion-dollar movie soundtracks, James Gunn was the actual music. I'm serious. In 1989, he was the lead singer for a Saint, Louis band, the Icons. Can you imagine the director of Guardians screaming his lungs out in punk clubs? They even released an album, Mom, We Like It Here on Earth, in 1994, and get this, some of their songs are in his cult movie Romeo and Juliet. Music has always been huge for him. He even wrote songs for Scooby-Doo and Movie 43. Those awesome mixes in Guardians, they come from a guy who truly lived the music. You think James is talented? The whole Gunn family is stacked. James has 4 brothers, and all of them are in entertainment. You've seen Sean Gunn as Kraglin in Guardians, and he's the on-set rocket. Matt Gunn, he wrote for Real Time with Bill Maher. His brother Brian often collabs with their cousin Mark Gunn on scripts like Journey 2, The Mysterious Island, and Brightburn. And Patrick Gunn, he's worked as a studio executive. It's like storytelling is literally in their blood. In 2004, James Gunn pulled off something almost impossible. He was the first screenwriter ever to have 2 different movies hit #1 at the US box office in back-to-back weeks. First up was the zombie remake Dawn of the Dead, and the very next week, Scooby-Doo 2, Monsters Unleashed, going from hardcore horror to a family comedy, both #1 hits. This guy was proving his insane range way before Marvel even called. All right, 3 facts down. Did any of these blow your mind? Tell me in the comments right now. And if you're digging this crazy dive into Gunn's career, destroy that like button. It actually helps a lot. Okay, back to the madness. Every director has a starting point, right? For James Gunn, it was Troma Entertainment, a studio legendary for its low-budget B-movie masterpieces filled with gore and insane humor. Learning directly from Lloyd Kaufman, Gunn got to do everything in filmmaking, like literally hands-on. His first huge project for Troma was co-writing Romeo and Juliet in '96, a completely wild cult classic version of Shakespeare. That Troma experience is what forged his totally fearless and unique style. Beyond blowing up aliens and making superheroes, James Gunn is a massive animal lover. In 2023, PETA actually named him Person of the Year, mostly because of Guardians of the Galaxy Vol. 3 and its super strong message against animal testing. But it's not just in his movies, guys. Gunn adopted his dog, Ozu, from a high-kill shelter in 2022, and he's always telling his followers to #AdoptDonShop. He also has another rescue dog, River, and a rescued cat named Emily. This dude has so much compassion. From a punk rocker to a trauma apprentice, a record-breaking screenwriter to a massive animal advocate, James Gunn's career is anything but what you'd expect. Hopefully, these facts give you a whole new level of respect for this filmmaker. What other James Gunn facts do you know that are totally insane? Drop them in the comments below. For more stories on your favorite creators, smash that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Thanks for watching.